right, hello everybody, and I turn over here with Michelle Rodier. We're missing Robin, so I got lovely Michelle today.
Yes, right.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties connecting the phone to our iPad,
But
and
now
then
that's all that matters.
I didn't know if I screwed up the first drink. It's very dodgy and weird looking, so I'll put it on the screen. So what is it working? Here go. We making the drink called the house plant, not the house plant from what's the actor's name from like Knocked Up and Seth Rogen.
Oh,
Not that house
I
plant.
almost got that.
Is infused with THC.
Oh,
This is a different house plant drink, and we will be talking about how to buy a house, if you're buying a house for sale by owner, if you're considering, and what to expect when you are going through the process there. So I'll put lovely ingredients back on our screen. So the house plant, it's mescal, Saint Germain, Biri Bianco, mushy banana, mushy apple slice, and some agave syrup. And somehow is serve it in a copper mug. It says crushed ice, but I don't have crushed ice, so whatever. So like I don't know. Let me read this book again. So it says muddle the banana and apple slice in a shaker, and then add all the booze in it. Shake it for 20 seconds and strain it into a copper mug. Fill with crushed ice and garnish with pineapple leaf. I'm garnishing with pineapple. But when I mushed the banana and an apple slice and I put all the ingredients in it, it did not strain whatsoever. That was like it was a parade coming out. So we're gonna try this again. I don't think my results will be any different, but so it says half
I'm
a
excited to
banana.
see it though.
But yeah, so and there here's my apple slice. So and I just kind of like you kind of muddle it, and so because it didn't strain through the strainer whatsoever, I had to basically pour it out into Michelle's eyes. But maybe like I'm not gonna do it like too much. Maybe I just do a little. Maybe I'll do a little bit because like yours like was like very mushy. So
Yeah.
I like turned it into a puree actually. And then we
Like I'm gonna be drinking a smoothie here soon.
yeah. So we're doing 1 hour alcoholic smoother. 1 ounce of mezcal, 0.75 bitter bianco. I have no idea actually what that is.
Smell
It
it.
smells like very bitter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
That does
it's
smell
an
good though.
Italian product. I bought it at Co-op liquor store yesterday. Then Saint Germain, we know that's kind of floral, so you put only 0.75 ounce of that.
Smell this guy too.
Yeah, and agave syrup, so half an ounce of that.
Very floral.
Yeah. So and then where's my
your top?
oh, my top right
Over
here.
there?
I lost my top. This always happens. So and then you shake it. It doesn't say with ice. Maybe I'm supposed to put ice in it, but it doesn't say ice in a recipe. So I just shake it just for 20 seconds. Make sure like your alcohol is really infused with your bananas and apples there.
It is weird that there is no ice though. I feel like it would make it easier.
I don't know. Well,
Whatever.
it's maybe it's a mistake, but oh, see, mine comes out a little, but
yeah, it's really not coming out that much
yeah,
though.
it's
Especially for a drink that's supposed to be in a full cup.
like in a mug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's I feel like there's some ingredients were forgotten or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this because there's like they not
Plop in the rest of this.
well, it's
smoothie.
because nothing is coming out. Oh my god, I'm like covered in banana juice here. Okay. Anyway, so I think let's try at least like the flavor.
Yeah.
And let me just like let
Give it a little stir.
yeah let it
It's a good thing you have
stir.
straws.
Yeah, I got the straws, so kind of like really. I mean, I understand maybe the crushed ice is supposed to melt a little bit faster, make it a little bit liquidy. Stir
Yeah.
yours a little. But it's definitely a little bit watery now that you poured it on
Yeah,
ice, right?
definitely,
Like, yeah,
definitely. And it would be even waterier if it was crushed ice.
Yes. Okay.
Don't get one of those chunks stuck
I
in
know,
your
right?
straw,
Oh my
though.
god. So we got mezcal, we got beers, we got sesame. Like it's a really weird. Like, well,
Yeah.
cheers. Let's
Cheers.
try it to
Here
our
goes.
lunch.
The flavors are there. It's just the consistency is wrong. What do you think? Like the
Yeah.
consistency is, I don't know. There's just not something quite right about the consistency.
It's a very confused drink.
Yeah.
It's like it's sweet. You definitely tasting the bitter, like
Mhm.
you're right.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Like the smokiness from mezcal.
Yeah. I think I
Mm.
feel like it'd be better if it was blended.
Banana kind of have some banana flavor there too. Like that. It's kind of
Mhm.
reminds me of something actually now.
Like if you threw all of this with the
Mhm.
ice into a blender and then you're sitting
Yeah.
on a beach somewhere, that would be good.
Mm.
But
Mhm.
I feel like it needs
I would add
something
some
else.
pineapple into it actually.
Mhm.
Mm. It's like banana rama. That's what it kind of reminds me, like sweet banana,
Mhm.
kind of bitter from rum.
Yeah. Like it's good. I think that it tastes good. It's a weird
I'm gonna let
it's a
the
weird drink
ice
for a
melt a
smoky
little
day
bit.
when it's not really that hot. And
Yeah. I'm not even sure why
bananas
apple is
getting
there.
stuck in my straw.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the banana chunk shouldn't be there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do like the concept. If you're doing crushed ice and just put it kind of in a blender and make it like
Mhm.
kind of a crushed ice all together, that would be. I'm gonna let it sit.
Like a Bellini.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it melt the ice, maybe like
Yeah.
dilute or chill
Yeah.
the alcohol and see how that goes.
Try it
Yeah,
again.
try it again. Yeah. Anyway, don't make it. But hold on, I'm gonna put this away. Oops. I see. It's just like all dazed and confused now. Okay. So let's talk about buying a home from for sale by owner and buying without a realtor and what you need to know and what to expect. Obviously, I don't, it's not for everybody, but there are some people who successfully have done buying by owner and so like from independent, like, but by themselves, from independent homeowner without the agents. Like we're talking about totally without agents transaction here. And some people are really good at it. They kind of know the market, they're very organized, they have the time to deal with all that kind of stuff. And sometimes, I mean, usually the lawyers are involved at some point. If you never been organized and you never even like had an idea, like never bought a home, like what do you like the idea, the things that you need to, I guess, think about in advance. So number one, you need to know you have to have the time, right, to do this. So when you're going to buy something by owner, you have to schedule appointments, you do your own research, you have to find it. Majority of properties are on realtor.ca, so that's great. Sometimes but sometimes you cannot find the properties you like, and you, besides like maybe door knocking or letter writing, you cannot like search in any other way. And going door knocking,
Facebook
it
Marketplace
could be,
and stuff like that has a few.
yeah, so there is a different ways to advertise, but it's very time consuming when you start just looking for the properties, and you have to schedule the properties. And you, especially if you're getting a home that is by owner, sometimes there is no log box. You have to make sure there is a registered key, that the person is at home to show you the property in and such, right?
Yeah, it can be very hard to do. Especially to like us realtors. One of the things that we are doing for the sellers if we're the buyer's realtor is we're vetting the people coming into your house for you. So we already know that a lot of them have been pre-approved. we're not wasting the seller's time.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a part of like knowing the process. Like, obviously, number one, you have to get pre-approved. You know that you're shopping in your price range, and you know that all the documents have been given to a mortgage broker, so you're avoiding any bad surprises on that financial part. And you know, again, like from knowing the process, do you know how to put an offer together? Lawyers can help you out with that. Sometimes they have an access to the standard documents that we use in Alberta, which is designed for every registered realtor to use. Sometimes lawyer will put documents themselves, which is would be a little bit different because legal advice is always a little bit different from like a real estate document.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they're overly protective, which is also can make you lose a deal if the seller doesn't understand the terms and conditions. But you also, if you dealing with somebody who doesn't know the real estate background, are the terms and conditions that you have in your offer, do they really protect you?
Mm-hmm.
I guess as a buyer.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and I think there's some conditions that you might not even understand or know if you're not going through a realtor, like the sale of buyer's property. So maybe if you're not going through a realtor, maybe you don't even know that that's an option to you as a
That's
buyer.
Right. And what are like sometimes like also with complex conditions like that, like you need to know what's a reasonable time frame as well for those conditions, because it cannot take like 6 months. There is always has to be, and then you're maybe not understanding why the seller is not accepting your offer with the conditions that you're written. Another one condition a lot of people don't know: when you buy in a condo, there is a lot of the bylaws could allow pets, can not allow pets, or can allow the pets with a board approval. And you can do a condition in your purchase agreement that it's a condition to board approval of your pet. And that's like one of the probably most common we use, and I find a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
And of course, negotiations, like, not every person is awesome in negotiating. Or not taking it personal, not to get it emotional, like not just kind of stand their ground, face to the seller. Everybody can do it with a realtor, right? Like when we in between, they're like, okay, what do you want? Like, let's have the conversation. Okay, we go and present your counter offer, what your kind of demand, so speak, in a way that works for the other realtor to present to next party.
Yeah.
But when you're doing direct, sometimes those feelings
hard to take the emotion out of it.
Yeah. Sometimes like the feelings get in the way. Sometimes there is a misunderstandings, especially if you're not a great communicator. You start doing it over text.
Yeah.
That things get misunderstood quite often, right? Yeah. And sometimes people having a bad day and they can read it in a voice they want to read.
Yeah.
So those are things happen, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think too, like if it's your first time doing anything, you don't know what you don't know until you know it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like when I was renovating a house, I was like, oh, okay, I can just like maybe I can take this wall down or something, and then maybe you're thinking, oh well, trusses all go a certain direction, but then you take that wall down and you realize, oh, actually trusses in some houses were just stick framed and that wall was load bearing. You don't know until you know, though.
That's right. And so sometimes you need to know what you don't know, and sometimes you need to know what to ask when you don't know something, right? So that's a really good example.
And sometimes it's really hard to like ask the right questions to get to know what you need to know, if that makes sense. Without like you don't even know the right questions to ask, or what
I get this a lot,
potentially wrong,
especially from like people who dealing with the mortgage brokers on their own. They're like, I was like, did you ask them this? What if you changed this one particular part situation of your life? Would you get the number you want? Like, I don't know. They didn't offer this to me. Well, you know what? There are some great mortgage brokers that will have a pleasure working with, and they usually explore more options for our clients just based on what they want. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, like, you can go to a mortgage broker. It could be independent, it could be in a bank, and you tell them like, I want this, here's my documents. They look at it like, oh, sorry, you can have this based on what you told me, and that's it. And if you don't ask that right question, they don't know the answer. Also, for realtors, like, we have to ask questions from our clients all the time, like, those as stigmatic properties. That was a good one. So we ask if it's like, do you need to know if anybody died in this home? Because that could be important to you. Sometimes even the buyers
Mm.
don't even think about disclosing it because they don't think that way. But that's one of the questions as a realtor I have to ask to know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And sometimes,
Totally.
like, buyers don't even realize if that was important to them or not.
Yeah.
And I think for me, the biggest factor of everything that you do, like buying, do you really know the market? Calgary market, we just was talking about it, how
Yeah.
quickly it has
It
changed,
turns so fast. Yeah.
right? And it's all over the place. I
Mm-hmm.
think like Robin had that video that came out this week, but it's like a 15-year-old teenager girl.
Yeah.
It's like hyper one day, moody another day, prices going up, everybody's buying everything, and now nobody's buying anything, or buying only something that it seems like very similar to your home, but nobody's buying your home. Like, you need to know Calgary's market, and not just like what you read in the paper. Do you know what your community is doing? Because some communities are high in demand,
Mm-hmm.
and some we're seeing a huge slowdown right now.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of price range, right? Like, so knowing the market, especially a fast changing market like Calgary, is super important. Knowing that you not overpaying or underpaying, or you're negotiating a reasonable price, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, especially if you have a certain timeline in your head of when you need to sell by
Yeah.
and when you actually need to get out of the house and stuff like that. You need to take that timeline, and us realtors, we know, okay, well, it takes this long for
To close, to
to
find the
close to
property,
yeah, exactly.
conditions.
And so you also need to know exactly what those timelines are going to look like for you. And if you've never done it before, maybe you just don't know how long conditions can take, how long inspections can take, um, any of that kind of information. So
Yeah, so I think that the two big things we take in when you are buying a home by owner is basically know the process, be informed. Don't go because somebody said they had they've done it and it was so easy and no problems. And secondly, make sure you know the market. You did your homework, you do your due
mm-hmm.
diligence, whatever that due diligence is, and that you one of those people that can communicate in an efficient way, I guess, and effectively to the seller. If there's any arising issues, you can negotiate. If there's a home inspection concerns that you need to bring to the table, so you want to make sure that you can have the conversation, and make sure you save yourself from a lot of problems,
Yeah,
right?
no, definitely.
So, do you want to get it
I
going?
know. Should we try it one more time?
It's
Yeah, now
yeah,
that the ice
it,
is melted a
it's
bit.
it definitely looks like a drink now. Like,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
watered down.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
and it has a banana. Okay,
Cheers.
cheers. Round two. Okay, oh, I got banana.
Mm-hmm. Those banana chunks are they're freaking me out.
Mm.
There's something about them. I don't know if I like a mushed up
No,
banana in my
this,
drink. It
thi-
needs
no.
something. It
This is
doesn't.
a
It's not
no. This is
working.
a no.
It's not working.
I think it's a fail, maybe on my part. I don't know, but it's a
It's,
definitely. I will not
yeah.
make this again.
No.
Highly don't recommend.
No.
Maybe try the house plan by Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
So then we have, so it's a last month of Tips of Realtors season 5. Can you believe it?
Oh, whoa, yeah, crazy.
That means you have 1 month left to love and share and tag your friends and on our show anywhere you see it. So let me put this away. But we why don't we actually show our prizes?
Oh, sure.
So yeah,
Is
we
this
got our super new and hot Tipsy Realtor hat that all it's just perfect for the summer.
I like the color.
Yeah, my golf team just wore
Oh, and
that.
it matches the
And
cups.
look at that. It matches two margarita metal glasses. They
Those
came with
are
the straws.
awesome.
Maybe I forgot the straws, but it's all in the box. Yeah, it's ready to go. It's safe for the beach, for the patio.
It'll keep them nice and
Yeah,
cool.
nice and cold. And look how cool that's gonna look. Especially with my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Need money for Porsche. Yeah, but that is the price. And also you get two entries this month if you comment below and let us know what kind of drink you want to see on the season 6 or a real estate topic you would like to hear on season 6, and your name will get entered twice for this month.
Yeah,
so
let us know.
Obviously you can see us on the Facebook Live and LinkedIn and Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Obviously,
Robin has everything.
We have we have everything. Obviously, Anna Charanova Realtor YYC on Instagram and my Facebook page. Michelle has Instagram. Michelle Bridger. Is it Michelle Bridger?
Yeah. Bruder D and _D _RE, which stands for design and real estate. That's right,
design and real estate. So if you see anything Tipsy Realtor related through month of June, please tag your friends. Even if you just like cocktail, just like check it out. This cocktail sounds crazy. We should make it. They hated it, and you want to do it again, and then tell us what you think about it. That'll be great.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Give us some love, right? Yeah. Next show, we are doing a cocktail called Old Friend, and we talking about buying process with the agent. So buying with the agent and what to expect when you are through the buying process when you work with the agent. And so, come on. I'm pushing it on. So, and again, thanks for watching, you guys. We'll be back next Wednesday. Yeah. Obviously, we are seeing a big activity in our confused Calgary market. So if you are thinking of buying or selling a home, please give us a call. The phone number is on the screen. Myself, Anna, Michelle, and Robin are always here to help you, even just set up a plan for the future dates if it's not right now. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.